Hi, it's Norman Koshnek here. Once again, we're in Sydney Harbour, and we're actually in front of the Opera House Harbour Bridge, which you can see directly behind me there. Opera House Harbour Bridge. And I'm here with Aparna Saini from Cricket Conversations with Aparna Saini. Hello, Aparna.
Hello, Norman. How are you?
I'm very good. Now we're here in preparation for the first test match of the 5-test series between India and England. The test series will actually take place in England starting August 4th, which is tomorrow. So we're doing a preview show later on tonight. Also, Aparna Saini is going to introduce or reveal or premiere her video, her discussions with none other than Australian former captain Steve Waugh. And Steve Waugh will be there talking about his book, The Spirit of Cricket India, and it's a wonderful book, and I've done something similar, but now Aparna's turn, and that'll be premiered today on Cricket Conversations with Aparna Saini, which we'll see later on tonight. And into that we'll talk about the preview of the first test, which starts tomorrow, August 4th, in England versus India. We'll have some great guests both in the preview today as well as tomorrow, pre the test and post day one. Pre-day one, post day. What are your thoughts?
I was actually about to ask you how. You always ask questions. Now, I think it's my turn today to ask you. You need someone to ask you questions. So, Norman, how excited are you for this test?
Well, in all honesty, it's always good. I mean, 5-test series between any country of this note, the top test countries like England and India, and obviously Australia, these tests are amazing. Not like an Ashes. This is like a form of England Ashes. And the reality is India are without Mayank Agarwal. He was knocked on the head only a few days ago in the nets by Mohammad Siraj. Mohammad Siraj hit him on the head. So Mayank Agarwal is out. They've already lost.
Do you think that going to be a problem?
Well,
Ben Stokes is out.
Ben Stokes, yeah, that's right. From England's perspective, they've lost Ben Stokes on mental issues. And it looks to me that the way that Joe Root was talking, that actually he could be out for a much longer period than just simply this test series. There's some words on that. But Mayank Agarwal's out. Obviously, the Rohit Sharma's there. But they've got the backups of Esawaran, who's a backup opening bat, and also Rahul could bat there as well. They've already lost Gill, and so they've lost a few. But don't forget Prithvi Shaw. Prithvi Shaw is coming. Prithvi Shaw is going to be here very shortly, or not here, but in England, having left Sri Lanka after having played the T20 and ODI series there against Sri Lanka. So Prithvi Shaw's coming, as well as another person, I think Sky Kumar Yadav is also turning up, and there'll be replacements for Gill, and I guess Agarwal will be the other replacements there for, and they've lost one. Avesh Khan, I think, was also one of the bowlers.
Yeah, so you don't think there's going to be definitely not going to be a desperate situation like what happened in Sri Lanka for the other part of the team. So they've got plenty of backup, looks like it, and all very set go starting from tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, our time.
Sydney, not in India, obviously. That's what time would be in India normally?
So the game will be starting at probably 11 a.m. England time, which will affect the 8 p.m. Australian time, which is around 3:30 Indian time tomorrow. So that's the situation. And of course, it's 5-test series. There'll be a lot of interesting selections there. Whether Siraj is picked early or later in the series, whether Vihari gets a Guernsey in the middle order there. Obviously, with Prithvi Shaw and Sky Kumar Yadav coming in as well. There's a lot of players to be in the mix. But Rohit Sharma yet again will be opening. We'll have Kohli, obviously. Rahane, there was a bit of a hamstring concern about Rahane in the warm-up match. But by all accounts, it looks like he will be playing.
So whose fitness do you think is questionable, or everyone is fit? And they mostly, not from COVID or any that sort of perspective,
right.
Just from the perspective that are they in the form? Who's best in form for this upcoming test? What do you think?
Okay, well, in terms of Rahane, he has a hamstring injury. There's some doubt about him. Also, Kohli had an injury to his form, but he was also in doubt. But you'd think Pujara, Rohit Sharma should be able to handle it very well. Agarwal I don't think Agarwal's out for the whole series. He's out for the first test with this concussion, this head injury that came from the short ball from Siraj. So effectively, there'll be some changes there. But they'll have a long duration of the tournament. They've got a number of bowlers on standby as well. It looks as though they're going to play both Jadeja and Ashwin in this first test. So the test team will be virtually the same as what played in the World Test championship.
So who's winning? Who's winning? Who wants to know what no one thinks who's winning?
So you're talking about who's going to win the Test series.
Yeah, of course.
I still think India's going to win 3-2. Ben Stokes being out is a huge loss for them. So I say 3-2 India. And you were saying in one of the earlier reports, what were you saying?
I was saying a bit of everything, I think. But but anyways, right now I'll go with and I think definitely 3-2 and India should win this one. But we said that about the Sri Lanka.
We did too, but that was a bit of a mess. There was no form to be taken into account there. So stay tuned both on Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kostek, a preview tonight and before and after matches. It'll be in a collaboration with
Cricket Conversation with Aparna Seni. We can see live broadcast at the same time as Norman's platform, which is Eyes on Cricket with Norman Kostek and Cricket Conversation with Aparna Seni. We'll see you tonight at 10:30.
Exactly, and not forget the Steve Waugh episode will come out exclusively on Cricket Conversations with Aparna Seni, and that will be, we're not sure the time it'll be
before the show, so we'll have
a couple hours before the show.
Bit of discussion about what's the reviews like or what's the vibe like after you have seen my that little present for all the cricket lovers out there.
Yes, definitely. Steve Waugh, an exclusive on the Partners Network. The collaboration on both of our networks at 10:30 and every day of the Test. And that means 5 tests, 5 days, and potential 25 days of viewing. 50 episodes, we'll see how we go. Stay tuned. All the best. See you soon, guys.
Thank you, Norman.
All right. So it's goodbye from Norman Kostek and goodbye from
Aparna Seni.